Find a seat, find a seat, find a seat. Can you guys say, hi, Miss Woman?
Hi, Miss Woman.
Hi, friends. I am so happy to see you guys today. Can you guys say, hi, Dido?
Hi, Dido.
Hello, friends. Thumbs up if you're great. 2 thumbs up if you're awesome. Shake them up like you just don't care. Put your hands down in your lap. Boys and girls, today we are going to talk about what's inside of here. What's inside?
Brains.
Our brains. And Dina wants to remind you that what do our brains look like this? And when our brains look like this is what they look like when we're calm. Yeah, you guys learned this way in class too. So our brains can look 2 different ways. So it can look this way, and then we can also pretend our brain looks this way. And so when our brain looks like this, we have the top part, our thinking part of our brain, and it's called our smart part. Say smart part. Say smart part.
Smart part.
And when we have our smart part, that's the part of our brain that can say, hi. It can say, I need a hug. I'm thirsty. I'm hungry. Okay, choose your spot, baby girl. There you go. I'm hungry. I need a friend. So our smart part lets me use my I words to tell people how I feel. Your smart part also lets you talk about squares and circles, lets you learn about your shapes and your names and your letters and your numbers. So your smart part is where all your thinking happens. Now when my smart part is down, it's connected to my feelings brain. So the bottom part is where all those big feelings are, just like my glitter jar. So look at my glitter jar. Where's all the big feelings at? Where's all the glitter at?
Down.
It's down. It's down on the bottom. All the big glitter is down here. Those are all those great big feelings. They all sit down here. And now, when somebody makes me mad or sad or scared, and I have those great big feelings, what happens to my brain?
It's up there.
I flip my lid. I flip my lid and my brain opens. And my smart part is up here. And who comes out?
Lion.
Your lion. Now, do we really have a lion in our brain? No. Do we have an amygdala in our brain?
Yeah.
Yes. And so when we get mad, all those great big feelings come out and they act like that lion. They act like that lion. Now, when I have these great big feelings and my lion comes out, sometimes I want to push and I want to hit and I want to scream. Oh, does that solve my problem?
No.
No. Okay, so what do I have to do to get my brain? I have to, girl, you are on fire. I have to breathe. So when my brain looks like this, or my body feels like this, I have to take a big breath. That means my lion's coming out. But before I can breathe, I gotta go find a quiet spot. And I know in your room, you have a special calm down spot. So when your brain feels like this and you're really mad, you gotta go find that quiet spot. And then you have to do what? You have to take big breaths. Everybody help me out. Ready? You're gonna do it slow. In your nose, out your mouth. Ready? And then you're gonna float like a feather. Let's do it now. Ready? And where does my smart part go? Yeah, my lion went inside. And my smart part is quiet. And my smart part is ready to use words and said, I'm mad. I don't like that. I didn't want you to do that. But the only way to keep my smart part on is by taking big, deep breaths. Okay, so Dino brought a friend today. And my friend is a... He is a sheep. My friend is a sheep. And look at my friend. His name is Marvin. And look at his face. How does he feel?
He's mad.
He is angry. He is mad. And this book is called Marvin Gets Mad. Ooh, let's listen. Marvin, mad. Marvin, mad. Does that sound the same? Does that start with the same letter? It does. It's an M. Both start with an M. Now in this book, Marvin's brain starts out like this. Then something in his brain his lid gets flipped. And his smart part goes up in the air, and he can't use his words. And you'll have to watch what happens. You'll have to watch and see what he does, and then you'll see how he solves this problem. So let's find out about Marvin. Marvin gets mad. One perfect morning, Marvin and Molly went out looking for some juicy apples. And they came to this one apple tree that had the biggest, juiciest apple that Marvin wanted. Now Marvin's brain, his smart part is on right now. So Marvin says to himself, I really want that apple. I'm going to try to reach it. So he tried to reach up for the apple, but guess what? He couldn't reach it. But his smart part's on, and he's a little frustrated, so his smart part's coming up. He takes a big breath, puts his smart part back down, and he says, you know what? I'll wait for my apple to fall off the apple tree. So Marvin decided, because his smart part is on, he's like, I'll wait, and I'll wait, and I'll wait, and I'll wait. Marvin waited so long that he fell asleep. Now Marvin's smart part's still on. And when he woke up, look at what Molly is doing. You guys ready? Watch Molly. What's Molly doing?
Broken apple.
She didn't break it. What is she doing? And it's in her mouth. She's eating her apple. You notice the apple in her mouth. She's eating the apple. She's eating Marvin's apple. Look at Marvin's face.
He's sad.
He's sad, and his brain is starting to get flipped. He's like, I wanted that apple, shouted Marvin. Molly said, sorry, I didn't know. Marvin's brain is flipped, and his lion is coming out. Marvin was so mad. He pushed Molly. And Molly said, don't get mad at me. There's lots of other apples. But because Marvin's smart part was up here, he didn't care about those other apples. He looked at her and he yelled, I wanted that apple and you ate it. And his lion is coming out. Now what does Marvin need to do? He needs to take a big breath. But say, breathe, Marvin.
Breathe, Marvin.
Guess what? Marvin didn't breathe. Marvin got even more mad because his smart part was up here. His brain had all those big feelings of mad in there. He was so mad. He grew big, sharp teeth. He grew big, sharp horns. He grew big, sharp tail, and he grew big, mad feet. Marvin's brain was like this, and Marvin's lion is out. Ooh, what does Marvin need to do? He needs to breathe. Say, breathe, Marvin.
Breathe, Marvin.
Guess what? Marvin didn't breathe. He was so mad. He said, I want my apple! He screamed. Now, he's screaming and yelling about his apple. Does that give him an apple?
No.
Does he get an apple? No. Does that solve his problem?
No.
No. Molly said, calm down, Marvin. But Marvin didn't go to his quiet place. Marvin didn't take any big breaths. Watch what Marvin did. Marvin was so mad that he stomped on the flowers. Did that solve his problem?
No.
Did he get an apple?
No.
No. He pushed over the chicken coop. Did that solve his problem?
No.
No, and his lion is out. And he frightened the ducks. Did that solve his problem?
No.
No. And he bit the cow's tail.
Hey.
Ooh, Marvin was mad, and he let his lion out. Say, breathe, Marvin.
Breathe, Marvin.
Marvin couldn't breathe. He was so mad. His body felt so yucky and mad. He didn't know what to do, and he jumped up in the air, and he let out a big, loud, bah! And when he came back down to the ground cracked open. And he went down into the ground, into a quiet, special place. And when he got down there, he was still mad. And he was like, I want out. And he tried to hit his head out, but he couldn't get out. So then he finally found a quiet corner. And he sat down in that quiet corner. And do you know what Marvin did? He took big, deep breaths. Everybody, let's help him. Ready? And slow. Oh, Zamal, that's so nice and slow. I love that. Good job. Let's do another one. And now, Marvin's brain looks like this. His lion. Where's his lion? It's gone. It's quiet. And look at Marvin's body. Is Marvin got the big mad face on anymore? No, he's back to Marvin because he's got his smart part on. And with his smart part, watch what he does. He's still mad because he wants that apple. But listen what his smart part helps him do. He says, Molly, I really wanted that apple and you ate it all up. I did not like that. So he was able to use his smart part to tell Molly how he felt. And do you know what Molly said? Molly said, I'm sorry. I didn't know you wanted that apple. Here's another one. And then Marvin, because his smart part is on, Marvin said, you know what? This apple's probably just as good. And he took it and he ate that apple all up. He was so happy.
Yeah.
So that is the story of Marvin Gets Mad. And if you remember, when his lion was coming out, did that solve his problem? No. What did he have to do? He had to take big, deep breaths. Okay, my friends, listen closely. So when you have those big, deep breaths to take, and you need to do those, here, I want you to try something. Take your body, go like this. You're going to make your body mad and feel mad. Feel it. Go like this. Squeeze tight. Make your mad face. Oh. Now feel your body. Does that feel good?
No.
Does that feel happy?
No.
No. And sometimes our bodies feel like that. And when your body feels like that, what do you have to do? Take a big what? When your lion's out. Okay, let's do it. Let's take a big breath. Now feel your body. Feel your body. How does that feel? Oh, it does. Your smart part feels good. Now make this with your body. Do this. Ready? Ooh, feel your body. Ooh. How does that feel?
Good.
Does that feel good? No, it feels hard. It feels ugh. It feels mad. Now take a big breath. Ready? And then slow. Oh, you gotta show me good breaths. Here we go. You gotta show me Zachariah, show me good breaths. Oh, I love that. And one more. Now feel your body. How does that feel?
Good.
Good. It feels soft. It feels happy. How does your brain feel?
Good.
Okay, we're going to play one more game. But I can only play this game when I have bodies that look like this. One more game, Wee. There we go. Watch this game. Okay, so we talked about our bodies feeling, when our bodies get all tight and we cry and we get mad, does that help my body feel good?
No.
And it's okay, sometimes we feel like that. And it's the hardest thing, but when your body goes like, what do you need to do? You need to take a what? Big breath. Even though it's really, really hard, you gotta take a deep breath. Okay, we're gonna play a game. Put your hands like this, just like this. And you're gonna do exactly what my hands do. Put your hands like this. Ready? Do exactly what my hands do. Ooh, stretch like a cat. Oh, that feels good. Stretch back. Oh. Stretch back. Now you're gonna take. Ready? Watch. Watch, watch, watch. Keep doing it. Good work. You guys are smartos. Ready? Watch this. Ready? Give yourself a big squeeze. Oh, that feels good. Say, I love me.
I love me.
Okay, then you're gonna open back up. And then you're gonna cross your other hand. And you're gonna say, I am special.
I am special.
One more job. Here we go. Ready? Take your hands and put them on your brain. Say, I love you, smart part.
I love you, smart heart.
Okay, my friends. It is time to say goodbye to Dito. And when we say goodbye to Dito, first, you must look at him. Then, you are going to say, goodbye, Dito.
Goodbye, Miss Walmuth.
Then, today, you can give him a hug. You say, Dito, I want a hug. And then he knows to give you a hug. Or you can say, Dito, I want a high five. And then he knows to give you a high five. Or you can give Dito some yummy, yummy
Flies. I love flies. They're delicious.
So you can take your hand and give him the most delicious, yummy flies. And he'll come like this, watch. He'll come over.
Yum, yum.
Let's go.
And it kind of tickles. But, oh, put your hands down. You can only give him one. So here's, oh, Zachariah, put your hands down. Not yet. So you can only give him one. So everybody, you can give him a hug, you can give him a high five, or you can give him flies. So everybody, touch your smart part. In your smart part, think about flies, a hug, or a high five. Think about which one you want. Oh, keep it right here in your brain, in your smart part. Okay, put your hands down. Okay, watch me. First, you must say goodbye to Dito. You say, goodbye, Dito.
Goodbye, Miss Walmuth.
Dito, I want a hug. So I said goodbye, and then I told him that I want a hug. Oh, get a Kleenex, babe. Right up there. There you go. Big blow nose. Okay, watch. Dito, I want a hug. Oh. And then watch this. Oh, watch. Parwar. Watch. Then I lined up at the door. Did you guys see me run to the door?
No.
No. Did you guys see me touch my friends?
No.
No. Did you guys see me touch the walls?
No.
No. Did you guys see me talking to my friends?
No.
No, you saw me line. You saw me line up like a